your very important evidence as part of the investigations to establish what happened. Bright, what can you report? What can you tell us?
Right, so Evans, as you rightly mentioned, we are deep inside the forest. That is the forest around Sikaman and also Bofuyedu, where this incident happened. And fortunately, the bodies, we understand, have been retrieved by the military and security personnel who went to the site to see what currently happened at the scene. We understand that the wreckage is still mounted on the one of the trees over there, and they are trying to retrieve the parts of the wreckage of the helicopter and also transport them to wherever. And we understand that the bodies have been packed inside a sack. But I want to confirm from the deputy security coordinator for the Ashanti region, and he is here with me. We want to find out from you. I just saw some sacks pass by. Can you confirm to us these are the bodies or the charred remains of the 8 persons that you retrieved from the site?
Thank you very much. Yes, indeed, I can confirm to you that what you saw a while ago in those sacks are the remains of senior officers that were involved in the crash this morning. Originally, they were scheduled to join us at Obuasi for the launch of the responsible mining, community mining, but unfortunately, they couldn't make it to the scene. And national security, the military, the police, and other sister agencies were at the scene. It's been a very long day, very stressful. It takes you more than 2 hours to climb the mountains, to get to the top, and also, carry those bodies downstairs. Currently, we have asked everybody to leave the scene to allow the experts to come and then assess the situation and give us a comprehensive report with regards to what really transpired or what really happened at the scene. Okay,
when you went to the scene, we want to know what really happened. Is it that there was a crash into a tree? What really, so far, what have you picked up caused this incident?
Well, I'm not an expert in that field, but we were at an accident scene. As to whether the helicopter fell or crashed into the trees, we are unable to tell. We are waiting for the experts to give us, come and analyze the situation and give us a comprehensive report with regards to what really happened.
Okay, so now that these bodies have been retrieved, where are they going to now?
We are taking them to the morgue for possibly a decision by the superior or decision makers. Ours is to evacuate the bodies from here to the morgue or probably the hospital where probably a postmortem and other examinations can be done to identify. Because you were there, you also saw them. They were bent beyond recognition. So I think we have to employ scientific means to identify those bodies and see who is who before it can be released to the respective families.
Okay, so now that, how many sacks have we been able to pack, or have we retrieved all the bodies?
Well, from our headquarters, that's National Security, we've been duly informed that the bodies were 8 and we have retrieved 8 bodies. Yes.
8 bodies?
Yes.
From the scene.
Very well.
Badly damaged. Partly damaged. If you say partly damaged, describe badly damaged. Describe the hands and can you give us just a picture of it?
I'm not in position to say that. Right, yes.
So once with the wreckage that is there, what is going to happen to the helicopter wreckage?
Currently, as I told you earlier, the military has dispatched their experts, analysts to come and then take the footages and then look for the black box. And also, be able to draw to a conclusion what really happened. You see, some of these things, it is important we do those things in order to guide our future movements. Situations like this, it's unexpected, but it has happened. So we need to, investigate what really happened so we can put up proactive measures to guard against future occurrences. So it is important that we take these steps to unravel what really happened.
Yeah. Right, so please can I get your name?
Ivan Bilson Yeboah.
Ivan Bilson Yeboah. So I have been speaking with Mr. Ivan Bilson Yeboah, who is the Deputy Security Coordinator for the Ashanti region. Well, I also have the Assembly member for the area. When the incident actually happened, he moved to the scene. Daddy, who say scene, then I will call you here.
Oh, me that say, said what kind of anapa bobe 10:28 na me information say plane be crash your forest no ti am rush call
ko ye den na hu ye senesi ye senete
oh ye call you say ampa say de metie na me antia me call no na ija the plane mo ash helicopter mo ash body no so ash na me friend penifo e me charge o man check original minister na ada security agency no mu na buy I mean we can say ye di body no ma kan ye de eba
Yenyanente say normally ana helicopters no etai efa ha ama incidents bi kra esima nsuo bi eba ye no helicopter ba ko ejina wo kro no mu asana nsuo ne ni ba from ne ko bibisa no say na normally ha no helicopters no omo ya omoko omo ye ne sen
mini no kra ha ebe obo ase nti de kwaye ne say ya na planes helicopters nta fa ha every Wednesday bia nti de kwaye ne say busio nti ana pene busio mpa na otun say wada no enye timi kan say be 5 years ni ebisi sa ama plane be land yo bofood twen say kopem say ewium be clear ansana omatu ti we ye huni sa ne say atorenchem we atoye no.
Yeah, that's it, Assembly Member Boamah. So what you saw just passed by you in a sack, that's the brown sack, is one of the bodies, the charred remains of the 8 persons who were crashed by the helicopter in Bofiedu Sikaman in the Adanse Akrofrom area. And so we have been getting updates, and we are still trying to get to the Ashanti Regional Minister and speak with him and also know what is the next step from here. As you heard from the Deputy Security Council, he says that these bodies will be identified. We'll go through some forensic analysis to really identify who each the body belongs to, which individual, and then they will be sent to the families of these. And as you can see, sir, can we speak with you? We want to know what you found. Okay, sure. So the chairman is coming. Who the chairman for? We want to know. So there are lots of people who are actually coming from the scene. We understand it's been hours. It's been hours. They went deep inside the forest somewhere in the morning, around 10 a.m., 11 a.m. And this is the time they are returning. They are returning from the site after being able to retrieve the bodies of the 8 persons who we understand were crushed in the incident. We want to speak. Sir, we quickly want to speak with you. We've seen some sacks around. Can you confirm to us whether these are the bodies of the individuals?
I'm very, very sad. I can't talk, please. I'm sorry. I'm very, very sad.
I know it's a difficult moment for all of us, but how do you feel about this incident? Just general, that's one.
Please, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sad. I'm very, very sad.
Thank you very much. That's fine. So, unfortunately, he says he cannot speak with us. Indeed, it's a solemn moment, in fact, in the forest itself, in the community, and I can't say across the country. This is an unprecedented incident where we are having some government officials, top government officials, being crashed in a helicopter incident here in Bofiedu. So these are pictures from the scene. These are pictures from the forest where the incident happened in the early hours of today. And in fact, we have been confirmed that the charred bodies have been, as you saw them in the brown sacks, the remains of the individuals, the 8 individuals who unfortunately lost their lives in the aircraft or helicopter crash that happened early today. And in fact, the soldiers have tried their best. The security personnel here have tried their best to secure. You're talking about the soldiers, the police personnel, ambulance, all the security forces are on site to ensure that these bodies will be identified. As we earlier heard, the remains will be identified through a forensic analysis, so we know which body belongs to which individual, and that will be sent to the families of these persons who have unfortunately lost their lives in this particular incident. And as you know, they were moving to Obuasi. So these are the scenes from the forest here at Bofiedu Sikaman in the Adanse Akrofrom district of the Ashanti region. Over to you. My name is Emmanuel Branskweku.
Emmanuel will stay with us because this obviously gives us the closest appreciation yet of what really happened in that forest. And he is really at the site. This is closest you can get to the site in the forest. He's the first journalist to get there. to report live. And one of the things that he witnessed, which, as you heard him say exclusively here in our coverage, the confirmation by the Deputy Ashanti Regional Security Coordinator, who himself was on the ground leading the efforts, spoke to Bright Kweku a short while ago, if you're just joining us, confirming that yes, they have retrieved the bodies and they've carried the bodies in bags away from the crash site. Whilst he was doing the interview, you saw one more of the bodies pass by, carried in the bag out of the forest. Additionally, his cameras also captured a bit more of the officers who had been sent in there, but also the individuals who were simply helping carry some of the bags away. So that's what you're seeing there in your shot, as confirmed by the Deputy Ashanti Regional Coordinator, as captured by our cameras on the scene. And they, the men who are assisting, we've seen this has been an inter-security agency effort. We've seen the fire service there, we've seen the police there, we've seen the members of the Ghana Armed Forces there carrying some of the. Let's listen to Bright Kweku as he watched this unfold.
This is what you see being carried by this man over there who is going. I'm coming. He said, the deep forest, Baba.
And that is what he captured there in the forest. And Bright is still with me. Bright is still with me. He's still in the forest. We will get Bright back to fill in a bit more of the blanks. But these are the visuals. And let's listen to Bright as he covered this unfold in the forest.
And so that's the body, some of the charred remains of the. So the charred remains, or we understand these are the charred remains of the 8 persons who were crashed in the helicopter scene, and they have been put in the sack. Unfortunately, they couldn't salvage the full body, so the parts is what you see being carried by this man over there who is going. I'm coming. He said,
pretty sure that this has been a very difficult time for you. And when you were speaking to the Deputy National Security Deputy Security Coordinator for the Ashanti region, he made the point that you may have also witnessed the child remains. This is as close as anybody can get to what happened there. This, I know as journalists, we are taught that you need to just focus on the facts and report it as you see, but this will definitely take a toll. And you spoke to him, the Deputy Ashanti Regional Security Coordinator, who was on the ground with you, and he's been confirming that they now have secured, I believe, all 8, the remains of all 8 individuals who perished in this crash, right? And Bright is still with me. As you can imagine, he's reporting live now from the Sycaman forest, where the helicopter crashed earlier today. Bright, if you can hear me, and for those who are just joining us, you've been speaking exclusively to the Deputy Ashanti Regional Security Coordinator, who has been confirming to you now that they now have managed to recover the remains of all 8 individuals who perished in this crash. And we'll get him. We'll get Bright to talk to us pretty shortly. But Elting, it's very very painful.
Tax.
Yes. Okay.
We can't confirm. Hello, Evans. Can you hear me? So So what you earlier saw are the sacks. We understand the brown sacks you saw in the earlier shots. We can confirm the charred remains of the 8 individuals who unfortunately lost their lives in a helicopter crash at Adanse Sikaman in the Brofuyedu, close to Brofuyedu here at the Adanse Akrofrom area, and we are deep in the forest. I can tell you that so far as I have stood here, I can count at least 5 sacks have been carried by the men who went to the site to retrieve these bodies. I'm talking about the security personnel and the National Security Council, the police personnel, the military themselves have been able to salvage or recover these charred remains of the individuals, the 8 individuals who lost their lives. And these sacks, as confirmed by the Deputy National Security Coordinator for the Ashanti region, he confirmed to us that these are the charred remains of the individuals. And in fact, it's a solemn moment for the entire security personnel who went to the scene. They tell us, in fact, they couldn't, some of the bodies are burnt beyond recognition, and so it would take some forensic analysis or forensic examination for them to identify the individual bodies, and then we send them to the families of the persons who have died in this unfortunate incident. And in fact, it's quite a sad moment for those who have come. It's taken them hours coming deep into the forest. We came we spent like an hour and 30 minutes, and we still couldn't even get close to the site. And for those who have gone, they went early as 11 a.m. and now they are returning from the site after they have been able to recover the bodies of the 8 individuals who unfortunately lost their lives. And in fact, the Ashanti Regional Minister led the delegation, the security personnel, into the deep forest. And since we came here, since we also entered the forest, and we have not sighted him, he has not been back from the scene. We understand he is on his way back here. And once he comes back, we are going to engage him as well and to know what is the plan, what is going to happen from here. The wreckage, we also understand, is still hung on one of the trees at the scene. Unfortunately, we were not permitted to get close to the scene. We understand that today the wreckage is still hanging, and this wreckage will be airlifted by the military to Accra, and also any parts that were damaged, also they also will come for them as well. So Evans, these are the scenes from the deep pitch forest here at Sikaman in the Adanse Akrofrom district. And in fact, it's quite a solemn moment for everyone here. For the residents who spoke with us earlier, and this is unprecedented, although they've cited helicopters use these routes. They tell us that what really happened was that in the morning, what they saw, they realized the helicopter was rather close to the land, and that resulted, because it was raining in the morning, we had a little bit of drizzle in the Ashanti region. Even at the events where we were coming from, we had a little drizzle, and so the event couldn't even start. So these individuals were coming from Accra for the Responsible Cooperative Mining and Skills Development Program.